Guys playing right in the center of the lane.
Playing off Chris Moore. He's getting the start on the wing. Miles Kelly knocks it down, and he can certainly do that. Alabama likes to play at as fast a pace as any team in the country, but it is Auburn off to a great start as Johni Broome knocks down a throw.
He had 25 points, 11 rebounds, and really attacked the paint with force.
Broome getting into the paint, and the soft touch for him. He's got 8 already.
Cliffamore trying to keep him away from that left hand. Did a good job. That fadeaway shot, that's a tough two. Got to give him credit.
Sears with a burst of speed, and he draws a foul. Got a chance for 3.
That is one of the 18 a game. He's 14 of 35 from the field.
Chaney Johnson hits the 3.
And that's why he's
in the last several days. There's even more to come from Chaney Johnson. He is getting better and better. Says nobody on his team works harder than Johnson does. Youngblood, got to respect his three-point shooting ability. He'll drive it on Baker-Mazara and finish it. And Alabama starting to find its way at the offensive end.
Well, that's what Alabama wants to continue to do, is punch the paint. That draws help. Then you can kick it out to open three-point shooters.
Miles Kelly into the chest of Nelson. It is out of bounds and belongs to the tie. Mark Sears 1 for 5 in the early going of this one. Drives on Baker-Mazara, draws the foul, and it goes.
Tell me that doesn't look like Jalen Brown.
Sears again trying to turn the corner, keeps the dribble alive. In the backcourt along with Holloway. Diabate left alone. A beautiful keeper. We've seen this one a couple of times before. This Alabama team has so many offensive weapons, and you could say the same for Auburn. Big shot there, Rupp Arena or Fog Allen or Knoxville or Duke, Carolina. He goes, this game's in Alabama. Both of these coaches have taken a tremendous amount of pride, Jay, in the way that their programs are performing and the way it's elevated the fandom for basketball across the entire
state of Alabama for a Alabama-Auburn matchup that is not football.
And with all the great things in the Iron Bowl on the football side, the rivalry there, they've never had a 1 versus 2. They got one here in the basketball. Nice turnaround. The rebound to Baker-Mazara.
Excellent defensive possession for Auburn. They kept Alabama out of the paint. Good pass.
Very pretty two-man game between Baker-Mazara.
To get it to Chaney Johnson. Johnson has had an impact on this game since he's been in off the bench.
And now he stays in front of Sears on the drive. Little Euro step by Graham Nelson will go. Auburn gets back, keeps him out of transition. Youngblood. Offensive rebound, Amori. Sears a deep one. And they still don't have a made free. Holloway got it.
You give Alabama 3 shots at it, they're going to knock one down. Give Cliff Amore a tremendous amount of credit for those offensive rebounds.
6 offensive rebounds now in the game for the tie. Broome at the other end. Can't hit it. And Baker-Mazara comes up with a steal and is fouled by Mark Sears.
Not a good shooter. Miscommunication on defense as to who was guarding Kelly and Cardwell. Fortunate.
Nelson with a shot fake. Stevenson a corner 3, and Alabama's back within 1.
Aaron Stevenson's coming off a 22-point game against Texas where he had 4 of 5 from 3.
Broome, no. And it'll be Alabama ball with a 100 points 7 times this year, 4 of them in SEC play. As the rebound comes down to Denver Jones. Jones flies in and finishes.
Boy, great job by Denver Jones. The long rebound.
Second free throw attempt, and Auburn with the ball and a 4-point lead.
Middle pick and roll, and Dylan Cardwell a lob threat.
Baker-Mazara, the lefty, scoops it up and in with the right.
So hard to stop in the middle third of that floor. And if you go to Baker-Mazara, if he misses it, Dylan Cardwell's right there for the offensive rebound.
And at the other end, it'll go for the freshman Labaron Philon. 3 rebounds and 2 assists off the bench in this one.
Look very much under control.
Draws 2, finds Broome. Cardwell back to Broome, still plenty of time.
Those are some big mitts by Johni Broome that grabbed that ball.
Kelly, beautiful feed. Cardwell the finish.
Not no
6-point game, under 5 to go here in the first half at Coleman Coliseum. Number 1 and number 2. Philon the drive, hangs in the air and hits.
Well, there's that quick burst so they can kick it and then play out of it.
They're leaving some points on the line, though. 5 for 9 so far. Pull up by Pettiford is good.
He has got
sophomore year for the Eagles. Has had a good game against Auburn. 12 points, 8 rebounds. Got the attention of Bruce Pearl. And the rest is history. Sears lost it. That'll be a turnover.
Those are at least it was not a live ball turnover.
% on the season, just 32% here today, including 2 for 14 from 3-point range. Johnson open again and hits another 3. Chaney Johnson with his second 3 of the game.
That middle pick and roll, Grant Nelson had to get
point game.
Johni Broome able to play off Cliff Amore basically in drop coverage.
Stevenson, a nice reverse. First bucket of the second half for the whole game. The crowd trying to do what it can to help the Tide. That won't help, though. Denver Jones, his second 3 already here in the second half. Stevenson to inbound. Holloway driving by Baker-Mazara, gets the floater to go. Holloway now with 5.
Off that end, go side to side, cross over and get by you.
Again, the transfer from Auburn, so you know he wants to have a big game today. Broome, the fadeaway. Boy, if he can't get back to that right shoulder, he has a double-double. Jones searching for his shot and having himself a day as he banks in a 3.
If you're not going to come up on that screen, he's going to keep shooting it. He's hit 3 buckets off that action.
Amore, nifty little lay-in. Now he's got to get back into the play. Auburn's got numbers if they hurry, but they don't take advantage.
Now that puts Grant Nelson having to pick up Johni Broome. There's the flex action.
Broome finds Kelly, and Kelly gets the roll.
Boy, awfully easy back by Chaney Johnson, with both were open.
In addition to everything else, Johni Broome has more assists than anybody else in this game. That was his 5th.
He's their leading assist guy anyway. Such a good passer.
Nelson got it back. Got blocked by Baker-Mazara. Out of bounds. Alabama ball. And a timeout on the floor as Auburn has extended the lead. Some words between Baker-Mazara and some fans. And then, as we mentioned, they'll go to Neville Arena in Auburn to end the regular season 3 weeks from today. Mo Diabate, shot clock down to 2. Great job. Got Broome underneath the bucket. Broome looking to the official, and Jones, who is definitely feeling it here in the second half. A miss there. Philon attacking Jones and knocked out of bounds by Baker-Mazara, the offensive end for the Tigers.
He is having himself a half, and that was good defense by Diabate.
And Diabate will lay it in.
The ball to the basket in this game. If you look at the official, you're not going to get anything.
Pettiford using the screen from Cardwell, knocks it down. A long 2 for Tahaad Pettiford.
These ball screens in the middle of the floor are killing Alabama.
Broome wide open.
That's clearly a shot they don't mind him taking. Good pass.
And the reverse slam for Amore. And that's got the defended by Jones yet again.
Jones has made it so hard for him just to catch the ball.
Tough shot.
It looked like he got hit as he was going up.
Kelly in transition. Wide open for a 3.
Boy, it's amazing, Dan. You take a bad shot.
Philon inbounds to Diabate. Picked up his dribble, finds Philon. Off balance, it'll go. And they've got it down to single digits. But Auburn has had the response time after time.
And here's the run stopper, Johni Broome.
The fadeaway, short. Philon being chased down by Kelly. That's going to go.
A horn set right now for Alabama. 2 up top, 2 in the corners wide.
Sears. Yes! And Bruce Pearl wants a timeout. It is a 10. Sears is open and hits again. His second 3. And have trailed by as many as 14. Broome. And he looks shaken up. Maybe it's the ankle again, grimacing and not moving well, getting back on D. But he comes up with a block. The ball is loose and Nelson slams it and ties it. And Chaney Johnson has Sears again. And the rebound to Kelly.
Boy, Kelly is such a good guard rebounder.
A transition 3 for Tahaad Pettiford. Big time shot.
Does he have any fear at all? Things weren't going well for Auburn. He just pulls up in transition and knocks down a fearless 3.
That's a freshman on the road in this kind of environment. But he's had some of his biggest games in some of their biggest runs. Youngblood with a 3. And we're tied again. And it is game on here in Alabama, number 1 and number 2.
Game on, and the lid is off for Alabama. After all these misses, they're starting to knock down 3s.
Baker-Mazara with a 3.
Well, you're starting to think, what is he doing? And then knocks it down right on Chris Youngblood. What a hesitation move by Philon. My goodness.
Look at the pure speed Labaron Philon has. Youngblood swatted away into the seats by Chaney Johnson. 6 minutes to go. Baker-Mazara soft off the glass. He has made some big plays here today.
So it showed some strength coming off that screen, getting grabbed, still came through it, and scored right over Aden Holloway.
That's now 15 for Baker-Mazara. At the other end, Johnson the defense, Diabate the miss. Numbers for Auburn. Johnson tough catch and the finish. And all of a sudden, Auburn is back up 7.
Now they're going into the flex. There's the flex cut and then the down screen.
Pettiford at the point, 5 minutes to go. Ball screen Cardwell. Pettiford drives and another beautifully placed shot off the glass. This time by Tahaad Pettiford.
Came off that.
Sets the screen for Pettiford. Flies into the paint and scores again.
Boy, if you're not going to have anybody up at the line of the screen at the level of the ball on that ball screen from Broome, that just allows the ball handler Pettiford to turn the corner. He's turning the corner, and then you get the back screen that Amori's trying to negotiate.
Bring it over.
A good balance by Chaney Johnson. Looked like he was going to fall backwards for a second there.
Open is Broome. Got it to go. What a great pass from Chaney Johnson.
And a nice flash into the middle of the lane.
Great cut. Stevenson lays it in. Sears the assist.
Yeah, anytime there's a drive, you're going to see a cutter from that 40. And then get into something with about 12 seconds to go on the clock.
Broome wants some space. Banging with Diabate. Broome wins, and it's a double-digit lead. And number 1 is just over a minute away from winning here on the road in Alabama. The SEC tournament may be more of a gauntlet than winning the NCAA tournament this year. As crazy as maybe that sounds, because you might face, if you have to go 3-4 days, I mean, you might face Like a Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, day after day in the SEC.
You have the chance of playing higher rated teams in that tournament as you do in the second weekend of the NCAA tournament, perhaps.
Thanks for saying what I was trying to say, but
well,
saying it much more clearly.
It, yeah. Because I've made that point and got roasted for it, but I think it's true.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean it's not. You have to give a lot of credit to Auburn's bench.
Turned over. And will they let him go? Just 10 seconds remain. It's a 9-point lead. No more fouls, and number 1 Auburn comes into Coleman Coliseum, and they walk out of here with a big win. The first ever SEC 1 versus 2 matchup goes to number 1.